Mike at the Mic!
My name is Mike Terry, and welcome to Mike at the Mic, the podcast where I, Mike, use this microphone, also Mike, to talk about music. Today I'm talking all about my original song, Summer, a warm, piano-centric ballad framed as a love letter to summer. Let's head over to the piano, where I'll perform the song, and then I'll talk about what the lyrics mean to me, and share stories from how the song was recorded. Let's go.
It's time for you to go. You've got some other place to be. You should know that without your warmth I will always be lonely. You brought me so much time. You brought me so much life to be lived and spent and used. Oh, how I've tried. June 21, our story has begun. I've waited all year for you to get back here. For a month or 3, it's just you and me, and you are the only thing I'll ever need. Her name is Summer, oh how I love her. She brings me the freedom to be who I please. As the days grow hotter, I'll dive into the water. I hope I never wake up from this dream. Sunshine and a hopeful wish for life to stay like this. But I know it's a dream and you cannot just stay here for me. Leaves change and start to fall. You've stayed here for too long, but I know when you go we'll be alone, and I always feel so cold. When autumn starts, I will fall apart. When winter calls, I'll hide behind my walls to pray for rain as I call your name. 'Cause spring is just a sign you're coming again. Her name is Summer, oh how I love her. She brings me the freedom to be who I please. As the days grow hotter, I'll dive into the water. I hope I never wake up from this dream. I wish I could chase you around the world as you go. But if we were always together, I wouldn't love you so. Her name is Summer, oh how I love her. She brings me the freedom to be who I please. As the days grow longer, my heart beats stronger. I hope I never wake up from this dream. I hope I sleep until winter closes its doors on me. And when I wake, I can't wait to take a deep breath of that wonderful warm summer air. Through June and July, in the sun I lie. These are the best days of my life. I'll always remember August and September, forever and ever.
I was about 20 years old when I wrote this song. It was June of 2012, and I was still in university, and a long way from being comfortable sharing anything I'd written. For me, this song was a turning point in my ability to write lyrics. I discovered with Summer that having a clear concept for the song, a clear idea, really helps me write the lyrics. I envy lyricists who can free write and come up with these beautiful metaphors, these abstract images that somehow convey meaning. But I am just not that kind of writer. I work best with a clear vision. For summer, the idea was to write a love song for the season of summer in a way that it would still work just as well as a love song for a person, hopefully. So right from the beginning, that first lyric, I know it's time for you to go. I am trying to kind of mislead the listener, aren't I, into thinking it's a love song about a person. And I like to think that people get to the chorus of the song when they're hearing it for the first time, and they kind of have like an aha moment to realize he's singing about summer. Many years later, I think some of my best lyrics are in this old song, and I'll share some of my favorites with you now. Here's one. When autumn starts, I will fall apart. When winter calls, I'll hide behind my walls and pray for rain as I call your name, because spring is just a sign you're coming again. I just like how the play with fall versus autumn works, and how I was able to run through all the seasons relatively quickly. I also really like the bridge in this song, which I think captures something special about the temporary nature of summer. I wish I could chase you around the world as you go. But if we were always together, I wouldn't love you so. For me, as much as I love summer, it breaks my heart every year when it comes to an end. And there's something about that I think really captures summer in the song. I also really like how the music hopefully, meets that warm but bittersweet nature of summer. I think it's something about this chord change when we go from the A-flat major to the A-flat major 7. For me, that evokes something hopeful and warm and beautiful that needs to be cherished because it won't last. I've spent many wonderful summers with friends and family, cottaging, camping, portaging, and otherwise adventuring. And for me, this song always brings me back to that warm feeling of being with those you love most and making memories that last a lifetime. I also want to call this out as a super Canadian song. Winter is long, cold, and harsh where I live. We care deeply about our summers here. In the last part of today's podcast, let's take a listen to some of my favorite parts of the full version of the song, and I'll explain how we recorded it. Summer was recorded at Number 9 Sound Studios, check out number9.ca, and it is co-produced by George Rondina and Max Filizek. It features Max Filizek on guitar and bass, and Mark Kelso on drums. I sing the lead vocals, the harmonies, the backup vocals, and I play the piano. Let's take a listen to the opening of the song. All we're hearing so far is just me playing the piano. George has a 9-foot grand Bechstein piano at the studio, and it is the most beautiful instrument I have ever played. Piano is so central to how I think about music and how I write music. Most of the songs in the album evolved beyond the simplicity of me singing and playing piano, but I love how this one is really true to my roots, especially at the beginning, but then builds to include the full band. Let's take a moment and listen to the vocals enter here.
I know it's time for you to go. You've got some other place to be. You should know that without your warmth I will always be lonely.
I'm singing on a Neumann U67 microphone, and I could not be happier with how it captures my voice. I remember singing at the studio on that mic for the first time and really thinking, oh my gosh, is this going to sound like really good? People might like this. And working with the studio, I've been amazed at how much quality gear and the expertise that understands that gear makes such a difference to the final song. Let's now listen to how the band enters.
To be lived and spent and used, oh, how I've tried. June 21, our story has begun. I've waited all year for you to get back here.
So So it's just me singing and playing piano until the band enters. Max Filizek comes in on bass, and on acoustic guitar, he's playing some light arpeggios, and on electric guitar, he's playing swells in the background. Mark Kelso comes in ever so gently on the drums, and together we all build toward the start of the first chorus.
It's just you and me, and you are the only thing I'll ever need. Her name is Summer, oh how I love her. She brings me the freedom to be who I please as the days grow.
The main thing that really separates the chorus from the rest of the song is the backup vocals. I'm singing the backup vocals along with backup vocalist Sandy Terry. Thanks, Mom. And it really fills out the song. Each of us is singing 4 or 5 notes twice, panned left and right on the speakers. So it sounds like a full choir lifting the song up. The next thing I want to share is the harmonies I sang on the lead vocal line in the second chorus. Let's jump ahead and hear how those sound.
'Cause spring is just a sign you're coming again. Her name is Summer, oh how I love her. She brings me the freedom to be who I please as the days.
It's subtle, but I really like how it adds more energy to the second chorus compared to the first. The last thing I want to show is how everything builds up toward the end of the song. Let's take a listen.
From this dream, I hope I sleep until winter closes its doors on me. And when I wake, I can't wait to take a deep breath of that wonderful warm summer air.
Everything is playing now. Lead vocals, harmonies, backup vocals, acoustic guitar, electric guitar, bass, drums. There's also strings that we added, and an organ to make the band sound even more full. There's even a glockenspiel accenting the higher notes too. George and Max at Number 9 Sound Studios had so many great suggestions that led to this rich, authentic full band sound, and I could not be more pleased with how it turned out. That's the end of today's episode, but you can definitely stream Summer everywhere music streams now. Thanks for listening, and that concludes this episode of Mike at the Mic.
Mike at the Mic.